Alrighty then, we are live. So check this out. I'm gonna be watching. Nice. What's up, Katie? I'm gonna be watching Pope Francis. Um, here, check this out, Katie. Here, I'm gonna invite you, Katie. Shit, I gotta stop sharing now. All right, I'll stop sharing. Let's see. So I'm gonna play the space station crew holds an out of this world audience with the Pope. Actually, I'm not gonna invite Katie because if I invite Katie, then I'm gonna talk with then I'll talk with you, Katie. But just instead, I'm gonna you'll get a kick out of this, Katie. Yeah, this is good. You'll get a kick out of this. All right, so fuck it. So I'll just go back to watching this. So, screen share, and then this. So this is space station crew holds an out of this world audience with the Pope. This is officially NASA.
Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, we are ready for the event.
Look at these fucking tricksters. These dirty. Look at all these white guys. Look at fat, some fat fucking trailer park chick. White, 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 white. Look at their stupid little logo.
Station is
White, 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 white. Mostly white. Look at this fucking smirking snaked idiot. White.
PAO here in the Vatican. How can you hear me?
How can you hear me? Well, I'm just gonna, do my little. Look at this guy has his hands this way. This guy has his hands the opposite way, and this guy has his hands perfectly in the middle. You think I don't notice your little fucking stupid masonry hand symbols? It's your stupid little globe here. Look at you stupid treasonous bastards. If I had a choice, I would fucking hang all these men. Look at how can you hear me? Look at how can you hear me? This dude fucking laughs. Look at him. He's fucking laughing.
The Vatican, this is space station. We hear you loud and.
Hi, we are in space. We're trying to get to you, the Vatican. Are you there, Vatican? Can you hear me, Pope Francis? Take the cock out of your mouth, please.
Clear.
Very good, thank you. And now
look at this fucking idiot just smirking like he's guilty.
To Pope Francis.
Good morning, all.
Pope Francis. Look at this idiot. These dudes look like they're fucking cloned from one another.
Buongiorno, benvenuto sulla stazione spaziale internazionale tradizionale
Oh, look at. The video is 23 minutes and 23 seconds long with 33,613. Oh, it's too fucking funny.
Buongiorno, buonasera, perché
Hello, good evening.
quando sei nello spazio mai si sa. Caro dottor Nestoli, cari astronauti,
I cannot hear.
penso che lì
Look at this fucking snake. This shit's too funny. We might talk fast. Yo, what's up, Felix? What's up, Rock? Look at all those fucking... Cool. Alright, I'm glad you guys are here. You guys enjoying this? You guys like this? Is this a good little thingy to do? I think so. So let's see here. Where is that? Oh yeah, it's over here.
Stazione spaziale, le giornate scorrono in modo diverso, vero? Ringrazio voi.
Listen to this fucking nonsense. The Pope, better de care, better de bare, biddity boppity boop.
Scorrono in modo diverso, vero?
Look how nervous this dude is. Look at his hands.
Ringrazio voi e quanti hanno organizzato questo collegamento che mi dà la possibilità di incontrarvi
It is a
e
pleasure to
di
meet you,
rivolgervi
and I'd like to
alcune
thank those who
domande.
organized this meeting in addressing the
Comincio subito con la prima domanda.
I'd like to begin with the first question.
L'astronomia ti fa contemplare gli orizzonti
As
sconfinati
you're
dell'universo.
contemplating the
Necessita in non
Dude. Hey, translator, why don't you let the fucking Pope finish his sentence and then you fucking translate, you stupid idiot translator?
le domande l'errore veniale.
You're speaking over the fucking fake Pope. Like the Pope that thinks he's the only real Pope. I'm a Pope too. Everyone listening to this is a Pope. Felix is already a Pope. Everyone listening to this is now a Pope of the Church of the SubGenius. I have that power. You're not the only Pope, Mr. Francis.
Dove
That
andiamo?
makes us think about where we come from and where we're
Scusa
going.
lei, dottor Nestori, alla luce delle sue
In light
esperienze
of your
nello
experiences
spazio,
in space,
qual è il suo
what
pensiero
are your
sul
thoughts
posto dell'uomo
regarding the
nell'universo?
place of the man of the universe? Holy Father,
This is too funny. This is like a comedy show. Can't believe I waited so long to watch this.
regarding the place of the man of the universe,
Wait, the Pope asked these fucking idiots, what are their thoughts on the man of the universe? And he goes, look at his face. Look at him.
us, regarding the place of the man of the universe,
Look at, man of the universe. What the? Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna bullshit him and see what I can say.
Holy Father,
Holy Father, now that you've gotten the cock out of your mouth, everything is going smoothly.
this is a complex question. I feel like a technical person, an engineer. I'm here among experiments and machinery and equipment, but I'm speaking of these very much more internal questions and where we come from. I remain rather perplexed. It is a moment that is it's a delicate discourse, because I think that our objective here is that of knowing our being, and to fill our knowledge to understand what's around us. And on the other hand, an interesting thing is that the more we know, the more we realize how little we know. I would like so much that people like yourselves, not only engineers, not only physicists, but people like yourself, theologists, theologians, poets, writers, philosophers, could also come into Spain. This certainly is what the future will provide. I'd like to see you here to explore what it means to have a human being in space. What it means to have a human being in space.
Wow, this is fucking cringeworthy. I mean, this is truly pathetic. Jesus fucking Christ. Pinkies in space, Felix. It's fucking insane. Unbelievable. What up, good times for all, Daniel Rizza? Unbelievable. Like, it's truly embarrassing. Oops.
È vero quello che lei dice.
What you're saying is true.
Ma in questa sala
In this
di
hall,
cui vi sto parlando
from which I'm speaking to you,
si trova, come vedete,
We have, as you can see,
un arazzo artistico ispirato al celebre verso
an artistic rendition which is based on the Divine Comedy that love moves us toward the stars.
Che senso ha per voi?
What sense would this statement have for you as engineers?
Che senso ha per voi chiamare
What do you
amore
think
la
about
forza che muove
referring to
l'universo?
as love, the force that moves the universe?
Yeah, because these guys are really love-filled.
Holy Father, I would like my colleague Alexander Mazoshkin to speak to you also in Russian. Thank you.
Like, are they like, are they like strapped in somewhere? Like, is there a reason why they're not like, they're all still? Like, if they're in space, wouldn't they be all floating around in different directions, or at least like a little bit? Wouldn't they be moving a tiny bit? But they're all very, very still, like they're sitting in a harness, strapped in, and not moving at all. It's like, I don't, like, this is the only room that you guys are ever in. You guys are only in this stupid little green room. It's like, it's so embarrassing. How could you, there's Joe Rogan, how could you believe that shit, that there's people up there in a tin can talking to the Pope? Look at these dirty white snakes.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Good morning, Your Highness. Your Holiness. This shit is too much.
Good morning, Your Highness. Your Holiness. It is a very...
Your Highness. Your Holiness. What the fuck is this? I feel like I'm fucking on... I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
important question. And of course, it would be much more important for us to know what you think about this, for us and for everyone. But if you ask me, just a simple man, I want to tell you that now here in this...
So, this simple man is literally saying that I'm just a simple man compared to you, Your Holiness, Your Highness. I would rather... Oh my god, it's so pathetic.
In my free time, I listen to audiobooks, and one of them is called The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. And the best example of what is love is perhaps shown in this book. Because there's a little boy, and he was ready to give up his life to return and to protect and to care and to love for his one only flower, the creature that was closest to him. And this is love, in my understanding. Thank you.
Tanto padre, spero che non abbiamo sorpreso con il russo. Direi la capacità di una traduzione lì, o dobbiamo sintetizzare velocemente. Translation, we have to sort of summarize it rapidly.
Meglio è sintetizzare velocemente.
Quickly and rapidly summarize.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is fucking embarrassing. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this little place right here, but I feel like that's like a hint or something. Like, why is that orange? What's going on here? Is this like the next false flag attack right here? Keep your eye out.
Very good answer in Russian. Riferimento a un libro che sta leggendo in questi giorni qua sopra per riflettere il principe e fa riferimento alla storia del ragazzo che dà volentieri.
Yo, what's up, Jay Bird?
Plants and animals on Earth. Sostanzialmente l'amore è quella forza che dà la capacità di dare la tua vita a qualcun altro.
Dear God, this is embarrassing. Hey everyone.
I like that response. I just tried
What the fuck is going on with the lighting? This shit just turned pink. Look at it, they got strobe lights. Look at it. It's pink now. We got fucking strobe lights.
I like that response. I just tried
Non è possibile dare la propria vita per qualcun altro.
love for someone else.
È vero.
That is true.
vede che lei ha capito che il messaggio
This is embarrassing.
tanto poeticamente spiega tanto più che voi rossi avete nel sangue, nella vostra tradizione tanto magnifica e tanto religiosa.
Wow. This is fucking stupid. Look at this fucking alcoholic. Look at this fucking... I mean, that's the face of an alcoholic. And look at this filthy, sneaky son of a bitch. We got their fucking half white, half Asian back here, and this fucking random dude. It's fucking stupid. You're stupid. Like, what are you doing? What are they doing?
Solo le donne sono curiose, anche noi uomini siamo curiosi.
Look at this fucking guy. It's like, are they tripping? Look at him. He's like they're not moving. Watch, he's about to move a little bit. They would all be floating in different directions. Like, you know, lack of... like, you would all be floating in different directions a little bit. Why is this, like... Oh, my... Are you guys strapped into the floor?
I'm curious about.
Dicono che solo le donne sono curiose, anche noi uomini siamo curiosi. Che cosa vi ha motivato a diventare astronauti? Che cosa maggiormente vi dà gioia nel tempo che passate?
What motivated the Pope Francis from the Vatican is asking these fucking clown boys, fuck boys, what motivated them to become astronauts?
Nella stazione spaziale
Station.
così.
And so on.
Santo Padre,
Holy Father, I would give the
collega
two colleagues and to read.
Look at this. Like, they're not...
Like, Holy Father, I would give the collega two colleagues that speak the Russian and to represent the American colleague.
The whole is, we are representing here different countries, different people of our planet, and
except for black people, we don't like to have black people in space. Black people aren't allowed in space. They're scared because, like, black people might get lost in the blackness of space. You know, that's their logic. They told me.
each of us has its own story, its own way to become cosmonaut or astronaut, and its own history. My story started with my grandfather, who was main chief engineer and participated in the first built satellite Sputnik. And for me,
of course, they fucking mentioned Sputnik.
Great honor to continue what he was doing to fulfill his dreams, because space flight is future for humanity, and space flight is always frontier for new technologies, new science, and new approaches. Sergei, ha detto che la sua ispirazione è stato suo nonno. His grandfather
was one of the first pioneers in space. He worked on the Sputnik satellite, the first satellite to go around the Earth. He's one of the main people in charge of the construction of the satellites. So he was inspired by his grandfather. He wanted to follow his example, because according to him, space is interesting and beautiful, but also very important as human beings.
And Your Holiness, in my personal opinion,
listen to this fucking white clown.
Your Holiness, I'd like to penetrate you deeply, deep into your recesses, maybe deep into your bowels. And maybe one day we could have you come up here in space, and you could have a good old time with us here in space. Your Holiness.
And Your Holiness, in my personal opinion, what gives me the greatest joy every day is being able to look outside and see God's creation maybe a little bit from his perspective. People cannot come up here.
You're in a fucking swim tank, bro. You're in a fucking room. You're a liar. You're not in space. From God's perspective, dude, you're a fucking liar. I'd beat the shit out of you if you ever told me that to my face. Tell me that you're flying in a tin can above the earth, and then you're looking at the earth from God's perspective. I'll fucking punch you in the eye and walk away.
Here and see the indescribable beauty of our earth and not be touched in their souls. Quello che vedo io qua
Look at this fucking guy. This filthy, sneaky Russian. He's all like, he's just having a hoot and a holler. He's having a great old time looking at all these lying idiots. Look at this fucking security officer. Dude, you're a fucking bouncer at some fucking gay nightclub, dude. You're not a fucking astronaut. God damn it.
Una prospettiva incredibile e la possibilità di vedere la Terra un pochettino con gli occhi come li vede Dio e vedere la bellezza e l'incredibilità di questo planet. As we see that the peace and serenity of our planet as it goes around at 10 kilometers a second. And there are no borders, there's no conflict, it's just peaceful. And you see the thinness of the atmosphere. It makes you realize how fragile our existence here is. And as we work here on the space station and within our international partnership, we hope that that example of what we can achieve together is an example for the world and all humanity. So as we work to get more access to space and more people can see that perspective from space, that maybe humanity's future is a lot better than what we have now.
It's a family club.
Nella nostra velocità orbitale di 10 km al secondo, noi vediamo una Terra con degli occhi diversi, vediamo una Terra senza confini, vediamo una Terra dove l'atmosfera è estremamente fine e labile. E guardare questa Terra in questo modo.
I have a conspiracy in my own family. I've been looking into it for years for info. I found some blue blood wedding stuff and Queen and Bush bloodlines involved. I'm talking about a place in Buffalo called the Saturn Club. Oh, interesting. And Dan, you are from Buffalo, so. Look at this fucking. Look at this. Get the fuck out of here. Look at these fools. Literally, he grabs on this side, and he holds this arm. This fool grabs on this side. Or this grabs this side. It does the opposite. Look at he's even got. We got the watches on the opposite fucking. You got all three of these dudes with their little watches, their little stances. They got strobe lights and pink lights in the background. They got their globe. We got this fucking Russian dude smiling his fucking ass away. This dude's checking out this dude's ass. Look at him. He's staring at his ass. Look at his eyes. He's staring at his fucking ass. He's probably staring at the harness that's holding him up. This guy's a bouncer for fucking Walmart. Or a security guard at Walmart. This dude just got laid for the first time in 6 fucking years and he's looking really happy. Look at this guy is staring at his ass and this guy is they're staring at the same thing. Look at his head's tilted, looking down. Look at his eyes, he's tilted, looking there. And this dude's got his eyes and head tilted down, he's looking at his ass. And this guy's just sitting there like, this dude's just fucking, just got done. Look at this fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
In quella risposta mi è piaciuto tanto.
Look at this.
Quello che voi due avete detto, no? Lei, primo.
You're just chilling there talking to the dudes.
È andato alle proprie radici per spiegare.
Oh, it's too good.
È andato dal nonno. E lei, che viene dall'America, è riuscito a capire che la Terra è troppo fragile. È un momento che passa 6 km al secondo, questo permesso è una cosa molto fragile, fina, l'atmosfera, è tanto capace di fare del male, di distruggersi, no? E lei è andato proprio a guardare con gli occhi di Dio. Il nono è...
What is going on? What are you even saying, dude? This is fucking embarrassing. Like this is your religious leader. Catholics and Christians. This is your leader. What the fuck? Holy shit, man. You can't even make a fucking sentence.
Tanto capace di fare del male, di distruggersi, no? E lei è andato proprio a guardare con gli occhi di Dio. Il nono è Dio, le radici e la nostra speranza e la nostra forza. Mai dimenticare le radici,
Wow. It's good to hear this. Grassi. Look at his dumb face. Look at him. Look at him. We should never forget our roots. What? It's good to hear this. Grassi. Grassi. Look at him. Look at him.
Thank you.
Ew. Look at his dirty face.
Thank God. Our roots and our hope and our strength.
Mai dimenticare le radici.
It's good to hear this. And thank you. Thank you.
Look at this fucking guy. This dude's checking out this dude's ass now. This dude's still fucking looking at it. Now this dude's checking out this dude's ass. This dude's still smirking his fucking smirk. This dude's fucking looking over here. This dude's checking out this dude jerking off in the background. I think this dude's banging this dude in the ass. And he's watching now. And he's like, we're banging each other up here. You didn't even know it. And he's watching it too. This is embarrassing. You have nothing to say? The Pope just said thank you. And you're just going to sit there with stupid looks on your faces? Nothing to say? Pope just thanked you. You guys just talking to each other, laughing? You guys forget you're on the phone with the Pope. Pope's on the phone, guys. You forget? You're just going to talk to one another now? What are you guys doing? You're getting a little nervous there, buddy. I notice every little thing. While I'm staring at your hand right here, I'm looking at him. Look over there. I see everything. What kind of... Look at this. They're smiling, smiling. This is just fucking bizarre, man. Wow. Wow, that is bizarre. Holy shit. Oh, dude, that's the best part about these old white dudes is that they're all gonna die very soon. Why do I watch cringy shit? Because we must learn, Felix. We must learn. Put on a fucking blanket, Candy. Subdued instantly. Oh, I might as well show you that video real quick. Here, I'll show you guys the newest video. Did you guys see the newest video I uploaded? Here, I'll show you the newest video I uploaded real quick. You guys get a kick out of it. Here, check this new video I just uploaded. You guys will love it. Take a break from that fucking mass Vatican nonsense real quick. Alright, check this out. My computer's going slow, of course. because I have a billion fucking tabs up. But thanks for being here, everyone. I'm just I can have people on the panel, but then I'd be talking to you guys, and I got to catch up on all these freaking videos. I have too many videos I need to watch. Excuse me, and catch up on. This is taking way too long to load because I have too many videos. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go back to here and go on this. Oh man. Okay. Faster. And loaded. And loaded. So check this new check out this newest video. It's hilarious. Make sure you guys go thumbs it up and watch it. Well, you're about to watch it, so just go thumbs it up because it's fucking hilarious. So watch this video. Let's see here. Go to my channel. Oh man, it's Globehead. Globehead explains. How about that? But the first, hopefully it comes out. Yeah, it's the first thing that comes out. Sweet. So Globehead explains, and this is the newest video. I just says Globehead explains how he knows the sun is 93 million miles away. You might know this character. Look at him. Look at his. He looks like that sneaky little Russian guy in the back. Here, this is a challenge. Try not to laugh. I challenge everyone watching this to try not to laugh. Here goes. Good luck.
How you guys doing? Sleeping warrior! Lewis, how do you know the sun is 93 million miles away? Good question.
So what was that?
How you guys doing? Sleeping warrior! Lewis, how do you know the sun is 93 million miles away? Good question.
Well, if you see right here, his face is, I don't fucking know. I don't know how far away the sun is, 93 million miles away. How do I know? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it is. NASA told me, and the books told me, so I just believe it. You want to know how I answer that question? I pull out my fidget spinner, and I start playing with my fidget spinner. Look.
Good question.
Oh, go. He's thinking about it. Oh, go grab. He just grabbed his fidget spinner. See right there. He just grabbed his fidget spinner right there. So his response, Globehead explains how he knows the sun is 93 million miles away. His response was, I don't know, face. Literally, that's what he did, the I don't know face. And then he grabbed a fidget spinner and started to spin it. Spinning the fidget spinner. Getting nervous there, buddy? You can't answer a question. It's a simple question. What was the question again, Lewis?
Lewis, how do you know the sun is 93 million miles away?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. but I'm gonna play with my fidget spinner, and I'll be quiet, and I'm gonna stare into the camera and be quiet, cause that's what I'm really good at. Playing with my fidget spinner. Doobity doop doop doo. I'm a globe head. I think I'm intelligent. I used to be an atheist, and now I believe in God. Do 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 do. These fucking lunatics. You're not even a lunatic. You're a sonatic. I'm gonna start calling people. I just made that. I just made that up. You got lunatics. Well, you're a fucking sonatic. What do you mean a sonatic? A lunatic is you're you're obsessed with the moon. Now a sonatic is you're obsessed with the sun. Stop being a sonatic. Oh, that's too funny. That's too good. Let's see here. Already left. Dan, you're not helping? I'm not helping, Jay Bird? Oh, so you're helping. I'm not helping. That's all I do is help. Fucking the sunatics are on the grass. Oh, that's too good. Wobbly boost. You fold your faces to the floor. Oh, remember he wanted to punch my teeth out? He was warning, I'm gonna punch your teeth out, Dan.
The Vatican, Space Center.
Look at this fool just fucking. Oh, okay. He's got his feet strapped in right there.
From the Vatican to the International Space Center, the Space Station. Are you there?
This guy does not have his feet strapped in. He has his feet strapped in. He obviously doesn't. He doesn't because he just moved his foot. What the fuck is this?
Now we can hear you, Jules. We thought we lost you for a while.
Station, this is Isa Diego for host check.
Now we can hear you, Jules. We thought we lost you for a while. Okay.
Look at this fucking guy. He's always fucking smiling.
Spazio. Modifica tante cose che si danno per scontate nella vita quotidiana. Ad esempio l'idea.
This dude looks like he's gotta go to the bathroom. Look at him. Holding his fucking legs together like he's fucking holding the shit in.
Di domando, c'è qualcosa in particolare che vedo nella stazione spaziale di Flat Earth? Perché raccontare qualcosa che vi ha colpito proprio perché ha trovato conferma anche lì in un contesto così diverso.
What is going on?
Grazie Santo Padre per questa domanda. Lascerei la parola al collega americano Mark Vanderheim.
Mark Vanderheim, speak.
Holy Father, what's the
Oh, they got their little flags there, see? American, I don't know, is that fucking Polish or something? Fucking Italian, I think. Fucking American flag. And there's a Russian.
surprised me is how approaching something from a different perspective can make something that's very familiar seem unrecognizable. Dice che quello che l'ha sorpreso è che
Oh my god, this is so fucking stupid. Wait, what? 0 comments? What are you talking about, 0 comments? I gotta refresh this shit. 1644. See how many views it has now. 0 comments. I'm gonna fucking be the first one to comment on this. Like, how are you talking about 0 comments? Just refresh this bitch ass. 0. Wait, you gotta be shitting me. No way it has 0 comments. What's going on here? 0 comments? What are you talking about? You got 33, almost 34,000 views and 0 comments, and you're telling me I'm the only one who's gonna fucking comment? This is the fakest shit I've ever seen, and possibly the dumbest. You are rewarded no points, and everyone is now dumber for having listened to you. Let's see here. This is the fakest shit I've ever seen, and possibly the dumbest. The Earth is flat and round. You globe head. You lying globe head cucks. Only comment. The fuck out of here. I'll like my own fucking comment too. Only comment.
Holy Father, what surprised me is how approaching something from a different perspective can make something that's very familiar seem unrecognizable.
Wow. You think these guys are fucking dumb? They're boring. They're unintelligent. They're displaying no intelligence. Like, what? Where is your intelligence? Do you have to be a boring white asshole to fucking go into space?
Matt dice che quello che l'ha sorpreso è che quando nello spazio trovi delle cose completamente diverse che sembrano le stesse ma non riconoscibili. Sometimes when I'm working on something very close to me, I'll get focused on that and not realize that I've rotated it around. And when I go to another module, when I approach it from a different side that I didn't expect, that place...
Look at this fucking guy. He's just laughing at the whole fucking thing.
It's kind of unsettling at first when I'm trying to understand where I am. Ogni tanto mi avvicino a qualcosa da un angolo completamente diverso e all'inizio rimango un po' sconcertato perché non riesco a capire dove sono, a capire che cos'è. So that's been very interesting. What has been surprising to me that hasn't changed is that in this environment where we don't really need the concept of up and down, to get my bearings, I still have to decide which direction.
No, it's not a concept, up and down.
Surprising to me that hasn't changed is that in this environment where we don't really need the concept of up and down.
In this environment where we don't need the concept of up and down. No, when I throw something up, it goes up, and when it comes back down, it's coming back down. That's up and down. When I was debating the Berkeley scientist on stage, he told me, I'm like, yeah, relativity tells you that down is up and up is down, and that left is right and right is left. And there's no such thing as down and up and left and right. It's all relative, right? He's like, oh, that's actually not what relativity is, but he's like, what's up to you? And then I stood up I stood up out of my chair. I said, this is up and this is down. And then I sat back down. That's what up and down means, you stupid, stupid man.
To get my bearings, I still have to decide which direction to proceed as up in order to be able to make sense of things.
Wow. You fucking listen to this shit. Holy shit. Yo, Ace McCloud. Is that the real you, bruh? Yo, Ace McCloud. I need to have a psychedelic talk with you. I mean, we gotta get into the psychedelic talk, man. I really want to have that psychedelic talk with you. I'm gonna take a bong rip real quick and continue to listen to this nonsense. How do you digest food with no up and down? Dude, this is just too funny.
Quello che non è cambiato invece è che anche qui dove non c'è più il su e il giù, per riuscire a capire dove sono e trovarmi in questa situazione devo decidere io dov'è il su e il giù. E quindi stabilire il mio microcosmo, il mio microuniverso con i miei sistemi di riferimento.
Una cosa propriamente umana, la capacità di decidere. Mi sembra interessante la risposta, perché va anche alle radici umane. Adesso, se voi avete la cortesia di ascoltare, fare un'altra domanda. La nostra società è molto individualista. Invece nella vita è essenziale la collaborazione. Penso al lavoro che c'è dietro un'impresa come la vostra. Potete darmi qualche esempio significativo di collaborazione vostra nella stazione spaziale?
Covert operation? What?
Santo Padre, un'ottima domanda, lascerei la risposta al collega americano Joe Acaba, che è di discendenza portoricana.
Santo Padre, es un gran honor hablar con ustedes. And the International Space Station is a great example of international collaboration, as you can see by the crew member.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like they think that the international, it's in the title, the ISS, International Space Station.
La risposta al collega americano Joe Acaba, che è di discendenza portoricana.
Here's a Puerto Rican to answer your question there, Father, Holiness, Your Highness.
Santo Padre, es un gran honor hablar con ustedes. And the International Space Station is a great example of international collaboration, as you can see by the crew members that we have up here.
Did you hear what the fucking Pope Francis said? He said, give me an example of like a covert operation. And this dude's saying the International Space Station is a perfect example of a covert operation. Let me play it for you one more time in case you missed it.
Space Station.
Santo Padre,
penso I think we have the courtesy to listen to another question. Our society is very society individualistic, but instead what's essential to life is collaboration. I think a lot of the work that lies behind an enterprise like yours. Could you give me some examples, significant examples of collaboration?
Could you give me the Pope is asking them, could you give me examples of a covert operation? That's what he just asked.
In Europe, like yours. Could you give me some examples, significant examples of covert operation in your environment and the space station?
Sure. Here's a Puerto Rican to answer your question. Sure, Pope. What's a great example of a covert operation? Here's a Puerto Rican to answer your question about how the International Space Station is a international collaboration of a covert operation.
Al collega americano Joe Acaba, che è di discendenza portoricana.
Who is of Puerto Rican descent.
Santo Padre, es un gran honor hablar con ustedes. And the International Space Station is a great example of international collaboration, as you can see by the crew members that we have up here from various countries, and the work we do every day, talking to the different control centers around the world. We have the United States, we have Canada, Japan, Russia, and the 9 countries from Europe. But what I find very interesting is the individuals that make up this collaboration. The United States, we have Canada, talking to the different control centers around the world. We have the United States, we have Canada, Japan, Russia, and the 9 countries from Europe. But what I find very interesting is the individuals that make up this collaboration. It is our diversity that makes us stronger. And I think we need to embrace who we are as individuals and respect those around us. And by working together, we can do things much greater than we could do as individuals.
Well, the fucking Puerto Ricans, the first dude that made some goddamn fucking sense out of these fucking white pieces of shit.
Joe ha ricordato come qui per lavorare qua sopra c'è una cooperazione tra nazioni svariate nel mondo, c'è l'America, ci sono gli Stati Uniti, c'è la Russia, il Giappone, il Canada, 9 nazioni europee, e ha ricordato come queste nazioni lavorano.
These dudes look like fucking janitors. Look like we're wearing fucking janitors outfits with a bunch of fucking patches on there. You know, like those fucking emo kids, or those fucking goth kids that put patches on, or those like so-called punk people that put fucking patches on their backpacks and on their fucking shirts and on their flannels and on their fucking. You guys look like your NASCAR pit fucking. You look like you changed tires on a NASCAR. Freaking, you look like janitors at Walmart. It's embarrassing.
Insieme per ottenere qualcosa che è al di sopra di ognuno di loro. Ma la cosa, questo è il modo.
Okay, this is 23 fucking minutes, 23 seconds of. Wow, that was fucking wasted time, but at least I got to figure out more of their bullshit.
Per noi come esseri umani.
La totalità è più grande della somma delle parti. E questo è l'esempio che voglio dare. Grazie tante, cari amici. Vorrei dire, cari fratelli, perché vi sentiamo come rappresentanti di tutta la famiglia umana nel grande progetto di ricerca che è la stazione spaziale. Vi ringrazio di cuore per questo progetto che mi ha molto arricchito. Il Signore benedica.
Yo, wouldn't it be funny if dude, I know what's gonna happen. SpaceX is gonna come out. There's gonna be a leaked video from the ISS is gonna happen, and there's gonna be a female astronaut and a male astronaut, and they're a little bit deeper than the Mile High Club. They're in the ISS High Club, and unfortunately, there was a leaked video. Somehow the video got leaked back to Earth, and the astronauts were having a big orgy, and there was 5 male astronauts having their way with the female astronaut, and boy, oh boy, was that very unscientific of them. I thought they were supposed to be doing science tests and experiments up there, but lo and behold, the first international space sex orgy. That's what the ISS stands for, is International Sex Scene, and it's a big fucking orgy up there, and I see what you got going on there. I know what the stewardesses do on the airplanes, and how they fuck the first class. What is it? What is that? First class. It's like a fucking prostitution ring up there. You got the pilots who are doing drugs and banging the stewardesses, and then you got the first class people paying fucking. They're like prostitutes. They're like high class prostitutes. How much money you want, babe? I'll fucking let's. It's, are you kidding me? That's a giant secret in the airlines club, the cockpit, the cockpit. Now imagine what's going on in the ISS. Sheesh Louise. Oh, it's too funny. Knighted janitors of the ISS and janitors at Walmart. It's a fucking sausage party up there. Here's a former Al Qaeda member to explain. It's hilarious, the Pope watching his own covert operation. This is priceless. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. You got fucking Down syndrome and Up syndrome. Oh, I got Down syndrome. Well, I got Up syndrome. Unbelievable. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Here, I'll give you a freaking wrench there, buddy. So let's see here. Read a couple more of your comments, and then I'm gonna watch something else. Fucking dick dockers. That's what they are. Astronauts are a bunch of fucking dick dockers. Gotta have space lube for a good space rave. Oh shit, that's too funny. Alright, let's continue. I'm gonna pretty much end this.
Gentlemen, I may the Lord bless you and your families. I assure you, I will pray for you. And you,
oh, fantastic. The Pope is gonna pray for you and his family.
Please, we'll pray for me. Thank you. I assure you,
A little Freudian slip there. He said, I will pay for you. The translator said, I will pay for you instead of pray for you. Yeah, it's because you guys are literally paid agents of the Pope. You're, instead of like being assassins of the physical, you're assassins of the non-physical. So like, did you know that assassins used to work for the Pope? And then assassins would infiltrate other churches and kill them, kill the leaders of, kill the other popes of different countries. You didn't know that popes would, they had assassins work underneath them? Why do you think there's the video games Assassin's Creed? Why do you think it's all the Knights Templar and the religious symbolism? It's because that's what they were, as assassins. Now they're not assassins of the physical anymore, although some would argue, but they're assassins of the mind, and they assassinate children's and young people's minds, destroy their ideas and their creativity, and imprint false realities like space balls.
I will pray for you. And you, hopefully,
listen, we'll pay for you. I mean, I will pay for you. I mean, pray.
Pray for me. Thank you. And you, hopefully, please, will pray for me. Thank you.
Caught you. You will pay for me. I mean, I will pay for you. I mean, I'll pray for you.
Santo Padre, a nome di tutti, voglio ringraziarla di essere stato con noi oggi sulla Stazione Internazionale. Questo è un posto dove facciamo tanta ricerca,
where we go out to search for the things that on a daily basis I thank you for having brought us to a higher level and to pull us out of this daily mechanic environment and to make us reflect on things that are greater than us we are. Thank you again.
This is Houston ACR.
Good grief.
Thank you to both President, all participants. Station, we are now resuming normal operational communications.
Look at these fucking assholes. Fat white guy. Fat white lady. White. 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 white, 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 and yeah, that's a lot of white people. Okay, wow, that was hard to watch. Dan, what do you mean they're all white? I don't know, I guess I just noticed things. I'm sorry. What's up, Sassy Undeniably? I was just going over how all of the people at NASA, besides like 3 people, are all white old people. Some fat white people, but it's just all white people. White, 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 white. All these fucking extremely annoying. Let's see. What do I want to watch next? Ah, I know. I'll watch this. I love this fucking guy. Delano. It's like one of my new favorite flat earthers.
Okay, too much women.
He's got
Do you believe the Earth is flat?
this dude's wait. I already watched this one. Yeah, Delano TV. This dude's hilarious, dude. Oh, I already watched this one. That was a classic. So I can get rid of that, delete that. Dark Side of the Moon. We got this one. I'm sure you guys have heard of this. The Sage of Quay Radio. This was published today. Published on the 6th of... So the Sage of Quay Radio Hour. And wouldn't you know it, he's talking about geocentrism and the cosmic egg theory today. So go check that one out. I'll watch that. I don't really feel like watching it now. How about we watch a little? I see white people. Sassy Undeniably. That's hilarious. Wobbly Boost is talking about math and saying, what if he was a shill from day one? And then Wobbly Boost said, I'll take my chances, Ace. I thought you were a shill at one stage. That's the scene we're in. Musicians for Dread says, nah, I got banned for stupidly sticking up for Jake. And I might have called Unsilent Majority a monkey. My apologies. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, thank you for showing up, Sassy. Appreciate that. Now let's listen to a little white Jewish man, Ben Shapiro. I'll speed him up. I'll get rid of this video quickly. Oh shit! Nice.
They found it. even transgender people who say they're not questioned about being transgender, they have exactly the same rate of suicidality, meaning that this is a mental illness, because that rate of suicidality is so far beyond anything that has ever been experienced in any population of humans ever. Seriously, the only comparable rate of suicide to the transgender community today is Jews living under Nazi German rule. That is the only time in human history that there's been that rate of suicide. So I promise you, transgenders are not being treated like Jews under Nazi German rule, so it clearly is not societal impact that is making people suicidal. What's making people suicidal is that this is a mental illness, and it is barbaric to suggest that a man can become a woman and a woman can become a man with a snip of the knife. It's horrifying, and it is mutilation, and it is brutal, and the people who are pushing this have no sympathy for the people who are actually suffering from it. They're forwarding mental illness. They're forwarding mental illness to kids because they want to teach this to children now. And this is one where you're on, I mean, these people, it is unbelievable to me that the left suggests that we're the party of anti-science. They are the party of vaccines are bad and men can magically become women through some magic man-to-woman machine. Right?
Did you hear what he just said? I can magically become a woman or a man from a magical man-to-woman machine.
And this is one where you're on, I mean, these people, it is unbelievable to me that the left suggests that we're the party of anti-science. They are the party of vaccines are bad and men can magically become women through some magic man-to-woman machine. Right? It's such utter nonsense. Every cell of Caitlyn Jenner's body has a Y chromosome, except ironically for his sperm cells. Right? So the idea that these are women it's utter tripe. And I have to say, I am enjoying a little bit how the transgender movement is destroying feminism. That's kind of fun because the feminists have always argued that men and women are inherently different. Right? Men and women have a beautiful, unique thing to bring to the world. And then of course they say a bunch of other crap. But that's the part of what they say is true. And now they're saying, but transgenderism says that men and women are exactly the same and can randomly shift. It's weird to hear Hillary Clinton, for example, say, Caitlyn Jenner is a beautiful, lovely woman, and then in the same sentence say, and we need a woman president. So, well, that's kind of weird. Why? If men and women are exactly the same, then why do we need a woman president? Right? Men and women are exactly the same. So Barack Obama, without any changes to himself, if Obama really wanted to jack from this election, he would do that. He'd come out 2 days before the election and he'd say, I'm the first woman president. Right? And change nothing about himself, right? Because transgenderism suggests you don't have to make physical changes, you don't have to change your dress, you don't have to change anything. Right? If you just decide.
Commercial?
Did you know out of 2,100 colleges and universities, Liberty's Online...
that every single one of them is going to take your money and take your soul and your ideas from you. Take your individuality away. Did you know that? I do.
To make physical changes, you don't have to change your dress, you don't have to change anything. Right? If you just decide one day that if Charles Bronson one day decided to saunter on in, take off his gun belt, and mosey on in and sashay on into the ladies' restroom for a little sitsy on the toilet, then he would be a woman. This is the way that this is. What I love about this particular debate is I think enough Americans are not insane that they will buy the argument that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, considering they have known this since they were small children. My daughter's 21 months old.
Caitlyn Jenner honored with the Arthur Ashe Courage.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Of the SBs did time once, and Diane, you did it so.
Oh, you did it so. You sound like fucking Joker. You honestly sound like Joker.
They deserve your respect.
They deserve your respect. You look like a fucking villain in a Batman fucking anime. You look like the villain of a Batman fucking movie.
I'd like to thank personally my buddy Diane. So, you know.
Wow, that is something.
For agency coming forward, perhaps that she retreated to her mansion on in the hill, and was. Where was she in the 70s when the LGBT community was fighting for acceptance? Where was she in the 80s when the AIDS epidemic was?
Yeah, right. I'm not watching that garbage. I already seen that before. Oh, it's too good. Now, what else shall I watch? I'm gonna try to get rid of some videos here. How about this? This is a quick 5-minute video by Ken Wheeler.
Yeah, I wanted to show you my discovery. It was about 5 years ago I made this discovery. Especially when you talk about the golden ratio, the golden section. Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. Or they say golden ratio. a ratio. It's not a number. Sure, you know, it's 1.61833. No, a ratio is a ratio. It's 1 to something else is a ratio. But they can't comprehend that. Phi is to 1 is 1 is to phi. Anyway, I was trying to figure out some of the geometry in nature, and this is my discovery. It's certainly fine proof that the only person that mentioned this is me, the actual geometry behind the sand dollar. They specifically call this an arrowhead sand dollar because it's slightly shaped like an arrowhead with the notches down here. Nevertheless, the geometry remains the same. I always wondered about the geometry of this living creature. I picked up quite a few live ones, especially down this time of year in Florida. You pick up live sand dollars and have their little prickly arms, thousands of them covering them that they move along, and they feed right through there. But the geometry of the sand dollar, I wasn't thinking correctly. And there is 3 different angles of the golden ratio, and you can actually type in 137.5077 golden angle on Google, and you'll actually see thousands of images angle, but nobody ever correlated it to the old sand dollar. So I thought I'd show you. This is not a arrowhead sand dollar. Since I actually cut it notches down here. But let's take a look here, and then let's switch this around here. Well, we actually have, I said 137.5077. And 85 degrees, of course, this in totality adds up to 360, obviously, as it should. So, interestingly enough, this is the only animal or thing in nature that displays this particular type of ratio, because it's a discovery I made in Plato's Republic 509D to 511 and divided line, where if you actually do the math of Plato's divided line, I'm sorry, I'm the first person to do that, I'm the first person to discover the secret. In ancient Greek of Plato's Republic, that to end up with phi 1 and phi 1 1 and 1 over phi. Take the sand dollar, you have phi, which is 137.57, that's the golden angle, which is phi. 85 degrees is 1, it would take me 3 hours to explain that to you, and then we actually have 1 and 1 over phi, and the remaining 137.5077. So this is the actual geometry of the sand dollar. It's the perfect logarithmic golden section in its totality, which is not merely phi or 1 and 1 over phi, but phi, 1, 1, and 1 over phi, which makes up the totality of the sand dollar. You notice this is not, there are 2 different types of Pythagorean pentagrams, by the way. Most people don't know that. You can actually find it on ancient Greek coins, the 2 types of triangles. And it would take me hours to explain that. I actually have one of the angles right here of the Pythagorean pentagram, which encompasses 3 different triangles. This one's 108, 36, 36, the conventional pentagram Pythagoreans. But there's another one which is 137, 137, 85, and 108. So the actual incorporation of this true triangle to the pentagram. The other pentagram of Pythagoreans is 85, 108, 137, 137, but that would once again take quite a long time to explain, but there it is succinctly within the natural sand dollar. That is the mystery behind the angles of the sand dollar. 85 degrees, 137.5077. I suggest you take a look on Google. You'll actually see hundreds, probably thousands of images. If you type in 137.5077 and then golden angle. Everything with the simplicity of growth in nature follows this quote-unquote golden angle. But there are 3 golden angles. One of them is 85, one of them is 137.5077. And the other one is actually 108 degrees, which actually makes it this vertices of this one. So there you go. The mystery of the geometry of the sand dollar, first solved by me. Absolutely by me. And definitely by me first.
What did you solve? I don't understand what you're solving, besides some golden ratios. Of course the sand dollar has golden ratios. Oh, people's egos. So fucking funny. Hey, Ken Wheeler, the Earth is flat. I know you're scared of talking about that, but I don't know. You do have a lot of P900s, or nice cameras. Maybe you should take one of those cameras to the fucking ocean. Get off your fucking fat ass. Oops. Did I mention your fucking weight?
People on a quest for mortality, illumination, God-likeness. In fact, right here in downtown Dallas, there is a building called the Crescent Building. Anybody familiar with the Crescent Building? This very interesting building. I had to go there to interview some wealthy people and major donors of the ministry that we're a part of. And we're familiar with the rest of it. It's a very interesting building. I had to go there to interview some people on a quest for mortality, illumination, and God likeness. Wealthy people and major donors of the ministry that we're a part of. People on a quest for mortality, illumination, and God-likeness. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about mythology and the coming great deception. Now, maybe like me, you like going to the movies or renting movies. There's a book by a guy by the name of Dr. Ken Johnson. He wrote this book called Ancient Post-Flood History, and he gives a...
The author Ken Johnson states of his church, "We believe that Jesus Christ is fully God and fully human."
A very interesting take on one of the theories of how the gods of the ancient world sort of
Did you know university is a succubus for SJW factory? Nope. No, it's not a new one. That was an old one, Wobbly Boost. Yeah, exactly, Jaybird. You would think you would think he is with super zoom cameras. He would be flat Earth. Ace McCloud says, "Flat debate is over. Yes, the sky is blue. No use pandering the clowns saying it is yellow." Although Ace, I would argue the sky looks and seems blue. I mean, it's just one little spectrum on an infinite spectrum. I like to go on Ken Wheeler's live streams and troll his fans and him. He usually ignores me.
sort of came to be. And he makes note of the doubt at 80 to 100 time frame. And their parents might be a possible euhemerist. Essentially, a euhemerist adheres to the theory of attributing the origin of the gods of the ancient world to the deification of historical people.
Oh, Seba is a self-confessed zetetic agnostic. A person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence of nature or of our Creator. No, that's not true. That's what an agnostic is. There's different levels of agnosticism. There's globehead agnostic, which is one level, and then there's flathead agnostic, which is another level, and then there's pure agnostic, which is what I used to consider myself. I would tell people that I'm a pure agnostic. Somebody would say, I would get into a conversation with an agnostic, and I'd say, "Oh, you're an agnostic." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a pure agnostic. I'm not like you." And he's like, "What's the difference between my agnosticism and yours?" I say, "Well, I'm a pure agnostic. Like mine's, I'm certain of my uncertainty. Like I'm 100% certain of my uncertainty. So I'm a pure agnostic." And zetetic agnostic. This sounds very nice. If you're a zetetic agnostic, that means that only you can only prove what your experience and what you've empirically proven yourself in your own existence and experience. So zetetic agnostic is quite nice. I like that.
Heroes. Euhemerism is named after that individual there, Euhemerus, around 300 BC or so, a Greek philosopher. Clement of Alexandria.
This person's calling Rob Skiba a Mason. I'm not saying he is. I'm just. This is The Light is On. Published April 27th. I guess I'll subscribe to this person. Wow, that's a lot of dislikes.
Sort of an apologetics type person for Christianity. Coming great deception. Scripture talks about there's going to be a deception to be so great that even the elect could be deceived. I believe that actually started all the way back in the garden. The coming great deception. With this passage here, Genesis chapter 3, the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. What you see there is the devil making a few promises, essentially. Promise of immortality. You know, the devil's the father of lies. They already have.
Yeah, that's not how it goes. That's not what it says. I remember that line specifically. It said God, and you shall be like God. Not
devil
God,
making
not you shall be like gods. It's not how he changed that himself.
A few promises, essentially. Promise of immortality. These about there's going to be a deception to be so great that even the elect. With this passage here, Genesis chapter 3, the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods. No.
Yeah, no. This person corrects him and he says, you will be like God. That's what it is. I actually got my communion and confirmation, and I actually remember these things because they were programmed into me. So I actually remember it was a singular. It was God, not gods. So if you're going to quote the scripture there, Rob, at least fucking quote it correctly there, buddy.
Knowing good and evil. What you see there is the devil making a few promises, essentially. Promise of immortality. You know, the devil's the father of lies. They already had that. They're in the garden, created perfectly. God, death didn't exist at that point. They were already immortal. Illumination, their eyes will be open. They'll have greater understanding. Well, Adam walked with God in the garden. How much more understanding and illumination do you need? Hey, God, how'd that happen? Well, I'll tell you. Right? You shall become like God. Really big promises of the devil. Those three are very much still in existence today. People on the quest for immortality, illumination, and God-likeness. In fact, right here in downtown Dallas, there's a building called Crescent Building. Anybody familiar with the Crescent Building? It's a very interesting building. I had to go there to interview some wealthy people, major donors of the ministry that we're a part of. And
Oh, wealthy donors of the ministry they're a part of. Okay, I see. It's really good. I mean, the Church of the SubGenius is sometimes gets jealous of the amount of money that the Christians and the Catholics rack up. Where do you think we just raised $200,000 for Church of the SubGenius J.R. Bob Dobbs documentary movie that will be coming out in 2018 this year, and praise Bob for that. Felix is a donor. I'm a donor. We're going to be listed on the credits. So Felix and I are executive producers of a documentary movie that will be coming out later this year. You're welcome for that. You might as well just pay $35 and become a SubGenius right now. Go to the www.subgenius.com. Go pay $35 to Bob and just become a fucking SubGenius and stop living in the pink boy closet that you're surrounded in. You're surrounded by pink boys. You are a pink boy if you're not a SubGenius. Either that or you're a mediocretin. There's a lot of other things. But you don't want to be a pink boy. You want to be a SubGenius and be a you can be an ordained minister, and you can marry people, and you can perform revivals and devivals and healings and sickenings and all different types of different things.
I was in the building, I started looking around, and there's 3 major entrances to the building. Each of the entrances has a really big painting, like the size of this wall, in the entrance. This is one of the paintings. These paintings, I was taking pictures of them because I was blown away by them. And as I was taking pictures, somebody showed up out of nowhere, apparently the eye in the sky somewhere saw me, and this gentleman politely escorted me out of the building. Not far from that painting was another one. There's an awful lot of imagery here. It would take half a day just to describe everything that's in that painting. Suffice it to say, it's mostly demonic, full of Nephilim hybrid creatures, very disturbing picture. Has all sorts of occult symbols and stuff, and owls and all sorts of things, dealing with secret societies and all that. All of their favorite symbols are embedded in this painting. Very large painting. In Mary Annie's art, the artist, which is this guy here, you kind of see he's wearing a little mask right there pointing down. The artist, like the mythological hero Sisyphus, who was so admired by the Romantics, has robbed the flame of life from the gods, anointing himself in the role as the supreme creator in and of our culture. This is a major financial institution here in downtown Dallas.
Huh.
That's where a lot of the wealth of this city is located. These paintings are declaring what their intentions and motives and all sorts of other things probably are going on there. And as I was looking at that picture and making notes, this woman walked by and she said, "I hate that picture. I hope you're your friend," and walked past me. Apparently somebody worked there. Right here in downtown Dallas. These guys are declaring themselves to be supreme creators. What does the Torah tell us? 10 Commandments, right? What does that say? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. I think I've always just kind of passed over that. You know, I understand it, but I didn't really give it a lot of thought until recently. Who are these other gods, and why is God so concerned about it? Really started to think about it, so started doing some research, and I came across a book by a guy by the name of King Wells. It's called Ancient Myths and the Bible. A very short book, large print, easy to read. But he makes some very profound and interesting statements in this book. He says, "I believe the Bible to be the inerrant word of God, and therefore we have to believe that much of what we call myth, the imagination of a blind poet named Homer, you know, and we don't give it a whole lot of thought, and logical worldview." So when you look at the scriptures, especially the Old Testament, you see this constant war of God against the gods, and him always trying to call his beloved back to him, because as it says, they're out warring with the other gods. He's trying to get back. And it really, just that simple statement, look at the Bible from a mythological worldview, changes everything, because now a lot of things start to make sense that didn't make sense before in the scriptures. Like for me, where Yeshua says, and why? Because you get through the Old Testament, you see these statements where God's saying, "Kill everybody, kill the women, kill the children, wipe out the animals, destroy everything." And without understanding of what's going on from a mythological worldview, God seems like a homicidal maniac. And
yeah, it certainly does.
Killing everybody knows me. Mating with humans, we'll talk more about that. Nephilim taught humans the art of mixing species. Today we call that transhumanism. The great
all these goddamn people talking about their fucking
hybrids.
I used to love the Nephilim. I used to love the Elohim and the Nephilim talk.
Advanced technology rebels the art of mixing species. Today we call that transhumanism, the creation of hybrids. Advanced technology, rebellion and hostility. Things were going on in the days of Noah. I'm a visual person, so I like to put things in Yod Wave.
Wait, what? Yahweh. Wait, what did he just say?
Worship of gods other than Yahweh or Yahuwah.
Yahuwah? You sound like an Italian person calling somebody a whore. You fucking hooah. Yahuwah?
Talk about that in a minute too. The worship of gods other than Yahweh or Yahuwah. Yod-Wah-Weh.
Yo-hey-wah, wait, what? Yo-hey-wah-weh. I love it when people can't even pronounce their own god's name correctly.
the worship of gods other than Yahweh or Yahuwah, Yod-Heh-Vav.
Yahuwah? Yahuwah? You dirty Hua?
Other than Yahweh or Yahuwah, Yod-Heh-Vav.
Learn to speak our Creator's name before preaching deception, Skiba. This dude's pretty funny.
Men thinking of themselves as gods. Those are things that were going on in the days of Noah. And I'm a visual person, so I like to put things in pictorial format. So I started creating a timeline chart. And I said, it occurred to me, let's just say that a day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is a day. So I decided to build a chart as days, each column representing a day in God's time and 1,000 years in our time. I divided it up.
This dude's fucking paraphrasing the goddamn Bible. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. So I decided to build a chart as days, each column representing a day in God's time and 1,000 years in our time. I divided it up by 50, which is the Jubilee. 50-year increments. That's what was going on the first 2,000 years after creation. A lot of wild stuff going on.
Welcome, Brother King, to the show.
Well, basically, God called me to this ministry, right? Give you my testimony. I grew up Catholic, and so for most Catholics, we don't understand the word because we never read the word. Okay, not read it really, and so we only had this lesson and stuff when we would go to mass. One day I was just sitting in front of the television, just chilling, watching television, and God spoke to my spirit. At the time, I didn't know it was God until I got saved, and so then God spoke.
Our Creator. At the time, I was just watching television, like a good old globe head. And then our Creator prefers to speak to His chosen whilst they watch TV.
To my spirit. At the time, I didn't know it was God until I got saved, and so when God told me, He says, "Is this natural or supernatural?" And basically, what I was watching was the fall of the Berlin Wall. And God gave the answer. He said, "It's supernatural." And so God told me to get a book on prophecy. Now, remember, I didn't know anything about prophecy. I didn't know anything about, end times, and I didn't even know there was Christian bookstores. So when God told me to get a book on prophecy, I went to B. Dalton Bookstore. I don't know if they're still around today. But I went to B. Dalton Bookstore because, as I said, I didn't even know there were Christian bookstores at the time. And so I went and got Hell and Just Calm Down to Armageddon. And I read that. And got to the end of the chapter. Read the message of salvation and was saved instantly. And so from then on, I've always.
Do you notice the theme of these Christian flat earthers? Good God, they just speak such bullshit, gibberish nonsense, nonsensical nothingness. Getting rid of that fucking nonsense. Listen to the last 5 minutes of this. What the fuck is this?
Now, let me tell you something that's going to be shocking to you. And believe me, I believe that you are mature enough to accept this. It isn't, let me tell you something that's going to be shocking to you. And believe me, I believe that you are mature enough to accept this. It isn't easy for me. You think when I was researching this, I was having a good time?
I just had an epiphany. It's like that the devil is the Jew right here. He even the devil right here is depicted as being Jewish. He's got the Star of David there. This is basically saying that the devil is the Antichrist. The Jew is the Jew is the devil. Satan is what this shows me right here. He even looks like this guy. Look at him. They look the same.
I mean, you have to understand, this is crappy work. It's just something that fell into my hands. I wasn't even meant to do this work. Until Rabin was murdered, I was the Israeli correspondent for the Hollywood Reporter and for Billboard magazine and Screen International. I was a trade journalist. Who even thought of this stuff? Now, with that in mind, that I was not looking for this, it just came to me. The idea of Israel was never to be a shelter for Jews. Never. No religious Jew was allowed in Israel all through the Holocaust. If he got in, it was through his doing. Nobody rescued any religious Jews The only Jews allowed into Israel from 1933 until the white paper of 1939 were German Jews. Did you know Winston Churchill's mother was a Jew? And that means that Churchill himself was Jenny Jacobson. Her father was a stockbroker from New York. Churchill was a Jew. He was a Sabbathean. Look, again, you have to look this up on the internet. Who Jenny Jacobson was. Churchill was a Jew. He was.
Well, that's interesting. What up, 20 people watching? Yo, thanks, dudes and dudettes. Ace McLeod says, Brandon, don't confuse those small, silent majority of folks who fully understand the allegorical profoundness of the Bible with the majority of guilt-ridden, separated from God-lost sheep. Belief is a beautiful armor. Could be it's kind of an ugly armor in my opinion, but makes for the heaviest sword, like punching underwater. You can never hit who you're trying. Oh, Christopher says the quote is God's in the King James version, just saying. And of course they change it in the King James version. That's so cool. I'm not esoteric enough, though. I fear them. Christians are the actually psyop to discredit and to get people to not even look at the Bible. Same as Flat Earth Society serves to sully the good word of the Flat Earth. Says 18 for me. They released a bunch of fake Christians and yep. What's up, Karen? Karen B. PP Langstruth. Excuse me.
Benjamin Disraeli, it doesn't matter if they convert, the Sabbatheans convert and they mix. It's a very ugly, messy situation. Stalin. You think Stalin was the Jew? All three of his wives were Jews. All his children are Jews. This is Sabbatheanism. This was a Sabbathean war. I'm not being overly dramatic when I say this either. This was a war fought by the Sabbatheans, and they are not Jews. Don't mix them up. They are the enemies of the Jews. Israel took the German Jews and used them for seed stock to get a new Judaism. They were going to wipe out the Jews as many as they could in Europe and start a new Judaism in Israel based on Sabbatheanism. Everyone thinks it's left-wing, that the problem is the left are crazy. It's not the left. The children of the left maybe never heard Shaddai speak. But in the ruling quarters in Israel, that's not very many people. They know darn well who he was. The first president of Israel, Ben Speak, went to Turkey and became a true blue Sabbathean. Israel's founders were Sabbatheans who went to Turkey to learn their stuff from the original Sabbatheans. This is all true. It's all true. Israel was the worst thing that ever happened to the Jewish people was labor Zionism. Now, in Marvin Anson's book, Eliminating Ethiopia, he calls the Holocaust, as the Sabbatheans call the Holocaust, he calls it, oh my goodness, burning, what does he call it? Burnt offerings. Burnt offerings is a Sabbathean term. to kill you Jew. If you are a Jew who does not believe that Shaddai is the Messiah, it is a mitzvah to kill you. They derive energy from this. This isn't properly understood, but it almost came out.
We're going to go back to Ben Friedman's work here. He talks about World War II, the destruction and all of the things that happened in World War II being designed in order to get an exodus of the Jewish community from Europe. In other words, there was no event that was going to get them to migrate to the Middle East, to Palestine, and that these people, these megalomaniacs in charge, came up with a scheme that by having this hatred generated against the Jewish community, somehow they would get an exodus of this community, and by and large, it worked, didn't it?
Oh yes, in fact, Hitler was recruited by the World Zionist Organization in 1923. He had this whole movement in Germany when it was going anywhere, and the World Zionist Organization cut a deal with him in 1923. They joined and worked together, and that's how the Nazi Party was created. But you see, the Holocaust itself was created entirely in the Jewish community. The rest of the world had no problem with Jewish people whatsoever.
Well, their goal, though, was to get a population of them to get back into Palestine and then to exercise that Balfour agreement they had made with the British so that a homeland could be established. To what end was this being done? Why were they trying to set up this homeland, Eustace, in your view?
Palestine for the Jews. Official sympathy. Mr. Balfour has sent the following letter to Lord Rothschild in regard to the establishment of a national home in Palestine for the Jewish people. I have much pleasure in conveying to you on behalf of His Majesty's government, though following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations which have been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet. His Majesty's government view with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the let's say, I can't read what that says. Oh, civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. Civil. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation.
Well, now, I figured this homeland was at the crossroads of the world, and that it would control the entire world. That's what it's about. It was about world to domination. They weren't just looking for a homeland for the Jewish people. They were looking to dominate the world. You could do it from the crossroads of the world in Palestine.
Hitler was financed. His war machine, his build-up, was financed by these bankers, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Max Warburg and Max Oppenheimer financed everything. All of his money came from Jewish bankers, which created the paradoxical situation that you had an anti-Semitic government, which was attacking the Jews, and it was all financed with Jewish money.
Well, now at the time, was anybody aware over the, was this above board, or was this kind of clandestine finance?
Oh, this was clandestine. In fact, I only came into it years later after World War II. Religion is a perfect smokescreen because you can say whatever you're doing for God, and who could criticize you for that?
You can say whatever you're doing for God, and who could criticize that? How fucking relevant of a statement is that?
Well, that seems to be what's happened then.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly what the globalists do, and what the deranged flat earthers do.
What happened?
Now, and I also understand that there are nonsensical ideas that they want to reestablish the Temple Mount after they've consolidated the power in the Middle East.
They certainly do. All those plans are in formation right now.
They are.
Oh yes.
And to reestablish that Temple Mount, who welcomed the Rothschilds to the leadership role in that area?
Well, the Rothschilds had the leadership role in that area in 1880. The whole idea of Jewish homeland in Palestine was financed by the Rothschilds from Vienna in 1880. So there was never a penny put up by the Jewish community itself for settling in Palestine, because the Jews were very happy in Europe. They had no reason to go to Palestine. If you're living in a beautiful modern city, why would you want to go live in the desert? I mean, they're like crazy. And the American people have no conception of geopolitics. Rothschilds invaded Austria. In fact, the Rothschilds invented Zionism, fascism, Nazism, and communism, all in 1830 in Germany. And it's not, American people have no conception of geopolitics whatsoever.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
The Illuminati and Freemasons all came out of the Rothschilds invaded Austria. In fact, the Rothschilds invented Zionism, fascism, Nazism, and communism, all in 1830 in Germany. And it's not a worth the difference between any of them. And there was a declaration of war against Germany in 1933. World War II was actually inaugurated.
Judea declares war on Germany, 1933. And that's why Hitler had to go. Believe it or not, Katie. Believe it or not, math. But Judea declared war on Germany first. And Hitler was he was doing self-defense. He was going to get killed. Germany was going to get wiped off the map. So Hitler was like, "Yo, it's starting. I will do it for my people." So fucking funny. So history is written by the winners.
By Henry Eisenhower in New York in 1933.
Yeah, that was the day that the war was actually declared, wasn't it, against the German people?
That was war, and that was the Declaration War.
Indeed it was. Indeed it was.
It was declared, wasn't it, against the German people?
The Jewish Declaration of War on Nazi Germany, 1933.
That was war, and that was the Declaration War.
And both of them being financed, again, two sides of a war being financed by the same megalomaniacs.
Oh yeah, but you cannot really have a war unless you finance both sides, because it's very hard to start wars. Most people don't want to go to war, and so therefore you have to finance two sides to get them to like each other. Saddam Hussein was on the CIA payroll for 40 years, and the Bushes supported him all the way.
Now, who's in charge of America right now? I know George Bush's family are just underlings of these people.
Oh yeah, they're lackeys. I used to tell people that the Rothschilds financed the Harrimans and the Union Pacific Railroad, and they financed John C. Rockefeller and Standard Oil. So they were just puppets of the Rothschilds.
Interesting.
Showtime.
Well, thanks for tuning in to join me in this thought experiment. I'm just going to go over some things that don't seem to make sense according to the heliocentric model. We'll call this heliocentric contradictions part 2.
That's a good old D marble. I'm beginning to feel like a flat god. Flat god. Nice. Hank Hill. Yo, see you later, Jaybird. Peace. Lafala, why are you reading this like Eric Dubay? With that. Alright, what else? What else do I got and want to watch?
Tommy, how old are you?
Greg.
You're 19? I just turned 14.
Happy birthday. The disaster artist.
Tommy, how old are you?
Greg.
You're 19? I just turned 14.
Happy birthday. The disaster artist.
Hi, I'm Johnny Engineer Turmel, grade 17 in science, 4 extra years in the mathematics of gambling, known as the Taj Professor and the Great Canadian Gambler. And with the same education as Mr. Spock, science, and he always came up with the odds. And I'm not going to lay to rest the story of a non-spherical or a flat Earth, because it's easy to prove. Newton found that the force of attraction between two objects, atoms or stars, is directly proportional to the product of their mass and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. So we're only interested in distances here. So if you have two objects that are this far apart, and they're going to feel a certain amount of tug. But if you move them double apart, you're not going to feel 1/2 the tug. You're going to feel 1/4 the tug. And should you move in half the distance, you're not going to feel twice the tug, but 4 times the tug. Inverse square, right? Got it? So by figuring out how fast you're accelerating, and if you know your masses, you can tell how far you are away from the object. Now, that's the inverse square law. So let's see the Earth were a hockey puck, this shape. Well, that would mean that, let's say it's
That's not the shape of a hockey puck, but continue on.
4,000 miles to the inside. If you were way out here, you'd feel the force of attraction 1/4. And if you were somehow halfway inside, you'd feel it 4 times. Well, out here on the edge, you would feel the normal acceleration. But on top here, this is halfway in. You'd feel 4 times the acceleration. As well, if you're out on a corner here and you drop it, it's not going to fall straight down. It's going to fall at an angle towards the center. Anywhere here is now at an angle towards the center. So, when you're talking about a spherical planet, people are betting that everywhere it's the same 9.8 meters per second everybody feels. So we're all the same distance away from the center. And that anything that falls goes 90 degrees straight down. So it's as easy to prove a non-spherical or a flat Earth by simply finding one spot on the planet where the acceleration is not 9.8 meters per second about, and where things don't fall at 90 degrees. And you win.
Alrighty then.
Hey guys, I'm back. Hold on, let me plug in my phone real quick.
Yo, what's up? I didn't know I didn't know they were playing. Nice. Nice. Yeah, how's it going over there? Dude, all right. Yeah, I'm just watching some fucking videos that I need. Yeah, yeah, I'm just watching some videos I need to catch up on and whatnot. That's funny because it's true. It's sad. Yeah. All right, peace, man. Yes, this is Tila Tequila's channel.
So I'm back because
I can't watch this shit. Not a chance. She makes me laugh. She's funny as fuck. She's like a fucking. She's one of the. She's like funny. Unfortunately, she's completely insane. Let's see here. There's no way.
This set of the alleyway looks exactly like the real alleyway.
Because it's real Hollywood movie.
The disaster artist. This set of the alleyway looks
Why do I have to watch this shit twice?
Because it's real Hollywood movie.
The disaster artist.
Yeah, you were totally down for you were the moon hoax crusader. Something.
No. Listen, man. I got a question for you, man. So, I've been a fan of you for a long time, right? So, what made you make the switch from like being a moon landing denier to like something crazy if we didn't?
No, can't cover this thing up if somebody reputable starts talking about UFOs. You can co-opt the person and say, hey, one of the UFOs will show you the real deal. But not only can you never talk about it publicly, you have to be a debunker of it.
I'll tell the government right now. Tell you right now, if you listen, NSACA, I'm available. Okay, if you show me all the real records, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make it right now. Tell you right.
Bunker public.
I'll tell the government right now. Tell you right now, if you listen, NSACA, I'm available. Okay, if you show me all the real records, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother. No.
Oh, you'll lie to your mother, huh?
Real records. I'll tell the government, right?
You co-opt the person, but he's reputable.
Crazy if we didn't.
No, can't cover this thing up if somebody reputable starts talking about UFOs. You can co-opt the person and say, hey, one of the UFOs will show you the real deal. But not only can you never talk about it publicly, you have to be a debunker of it.
I'll tell the government right now. Tell you right now, if you listen, NSACA, I'm available. Okay, if you show me all the real records, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother. No.
Yeah, I guess you have to have an apparatus for your spirit to operate, to animate. So look, the moon and the stars are not holograms to deceive us. What the ancients did, like, if y'all know about the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life, all of those were based off of the planets. Like Jupiter is based off the god Ptah, and all of these things were like maps to show you about your inner workings. Not necessarily to deceive you, but just a map that this is what's happening. This is what's happening internally. The three Sephirim. It's like the triangle, and then it inverts down. Like that's really what all that shit is, man. Like, but they really took what planets were and made them actual millions of light years away. When actuality, they're really just a reflection of the mind, like a projection. And there's this French philosopher named Lee Desjour. He actually breaks down how all the celestial bodies are projections from a central point. But I mean, that's some whole other shit, man. I can't really find his name, but maybe y'all can find it. It's like if you take a laser and like let's say you take a laser and you put it on something. If you vibrate the base that you put the laser on, you can create shapes and sacred geometrical shapes and patterns by whatever vibration or note. So the whole cosmos could be nothing more than just a series of vibrations that like a perforated dome. So anyway, that's a whole other shit, man. I ain't trying to get that deep. I wasn't even trying to be on here that long, actually. Someone's on DMT. Y'all retarded. I never took DMT, by the way. Everybody always says I should, but like I don't know. I'm not.
You're a fucking pussy. You never took DMT, you bitch.
I can go there. Like, I feel like I can go to heightened spiritual.
No, you can't.
Awareness is just off like liquor and weed and just even taking a shot of damn ginger, even taking a ginger root shot put me in the zone. So I just, you know, my mind, I don't know. That shit just be going there.
Okay, Alex Jones. You sound like Alex Jones right now, you fucking idiot. I love you, B.O.B. But you sound like Alex Jones.
I'm gonna have to go soon. My favorite books. Someone said, do what everyone says. Oh, don't do what everyone says. I'm finna go soon, y'all. I gotta focus on my gamage.
Alright, bro. Peace out, B.O.B. 23 viewers watching. 24.
Did we choose to come down here? Did we choose to come down here? I feel like we did. But what's even more important is you choose to stay here. That's the real.
This is B.O.B. on Instagram.
Realization. What's up? If y'all just tuned in, we having like super deep conversations and shit.
He's live right now.
On some shit.
He's got almost 1,000 people watching him live. On Instagram.
I'm finna wrap it up. Do we live in the Matrix? You just tuned in, huh? Someone says the world ended. So, if the world is just a projection of the mind, is the world ended? Or is the illusion ended? What is the afterlife? What is heaven? If you and me have two different concepts of what heaven is, where do we go when we die? I can go deeper into that concept, but I can't. I'll do it on another time. If the sun is a projection, we will freeze to death. Well, if the sun is a projection, we would freeze to death. So you have to understand that the projection is not just a visual projection. It's a projection of the mind, not a projection of the eyes. Your five senses are just connected to the mind. Your five senses is how your mind interacts with the environment. So, you know, I don't know. You tell me. You know, you tell me what you think. That's just what I think. That's just what I read. So, you know.
That's what you read, huh?
But yeah, man, I'm finna go.
Okay.
I'm about to slide out.
Me too, bro. Later, B.O.B.
The album is on the way.
Ooh.
I got music on the way.
New album coming out.
I'm not telling you when, but just know, dog, I got them records, dog. And I feel good about it, bro.
It's flat.
And expect to see all the Bobs on there. All the Bobs.
All the Bobs. Praise Bob.
All the Bobs.
Praise Bob.
Mega alcohol. All the Bobs.
Bob.
So, yeah. First of all, what do the hand signs when rappers throw up the hand signs? Okay, let me tell y'all something before I go real quick. All the Illuminati is a group of people who took all the ancient sacred geometry and these hand signs. Y'all need to get a book called Secret Teachings of the Ages by Manly P. Hall.
Oh, you mean the one I have?
Secret Teachings of the Ages.
Oh, I have that book.
All these hand signs and all these
I have the original.
secret
That's $350.
that you feel like exist from the Illuminati and all this shit, this devil worship shit, which is all just mind control. It's all You gotta know where the shit comes from. So when you know where it comes from, you'll know these motherfuckers is perpetrating with your shit. They like it's like they taking your gang signs and throwing them up at you in your face and telling you it's the devil. That's basically what it is. But actually research where that shit's from. It's a book called Secret Teachings of the Ages.
Yes, I know.
Manly P. Hall.
But B.O.B., I know. I have it, bro. I have it.
Societies and the initiates and all that shit came from. It didn't start out as something evil. So, yeah, you be judging it. I'm finna slide out, man. Vibrate marriage, I approve this message.
Peace.
Illuminati, all that shit. All right, bro. Peace.
Peace out, bro.
Hold it down. 6 means carbon.
Later, B.O.B. Talk to you later, bro.
Look it up.
Talk to you later, bro. Peace. Yeah. Here's my I'm actually a clone. I was born in a laboratory, and I'm a clone of Russell Brand. And you know, I thought you guys knew that.
Listen, man. Here's my issue. My issue is, how can I even argue it? How is it possible that I even have points?
The moon guy for a while, right?
Yeah, well, listen, my issues with not believing that people are on the moon, a lot of it had to do with a friend who had an uncle who worked at Rocket Time. And this guy was convinced that there was no way to do it. He was an engineer. So they were so far away from doing it that the fact that they did it 7 times. But since looking at it, the weight of all the evidence, I reserved the possibility that some things were horseshit based on a lot of photographic evidence that they did fuck with.
Well, here's the thing.
Gemini photos.
Yeah, but here it is. If you look at like the fuel that was loaded up into the Saturn V rocket, you can calculate where that fuel could take that rocket. It's to the moon and back. So it's not going to the Piggly Wiggly, right? Yeah. But in the Saturn V.
No, I'm a retard. Listen, if anybody has any real sense, they would look at it and say, "There's no way that was a hoax. There's no way. There's no way that was a hoax. There's no way. There's no way people went on the moon. There's no way."
Joe Rogan didn't tell me this. I went from other sources and I talked about it. He said, "Yeah, I'm not talking about it." He got threatened about 5 years. And he got threatened really serious, and him and his family, and he didn't stop getting into conspiracies because they never thought of them. He had to do some TV show, and they thought of it all, the rest of them. So I'll say, he was a sellout. It was a process when that show started. He wasn't even aware of what was happening. I have to say this. I mean, don't just reason to say it. He knows this is true. And so that's why I was on the show, and he was like finishing my sentences. Joe knows as much of this as I do. And he learned about all this. He thought about it, and they dropped by and they said, "You know, you want what you're doing, your family, shut your mouth."
That's a government trying to control me. They can't handle the truth.
You don't think the moon landing is real?
No, I don't. No. Do you? Yeah. Why do you think the moon landing is real? Why don't you tell me?
KDO, I don't think that B.O.B. knows D Marble. I know that B.O.B. knows who D Marble is. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that B.O.B. follows D Marble on Instagram. So you got the black B.O.B. following D Marble, and you got white Alex Jones following me. That's too funny.
What? I saw it on television. Oh, you're a genius. Oh, beat that.
Okay, we'll believe it. We'll believe it. No, it's okay. We got.
That's genius. You saw it on TV? That's awesome. I'm going to show you some CGI. I'm going to show you King Kong. I saw that on TV too. There's an 80-foot gorilla. He's running around kidnapping white chicks. So you think we went to the moon? That's not what I asked you. I said, how much did you think we went to the moon? Eddie, answer my fucking question. You talk ridiculous. So you're trying to talk in circles. Okay. You're talking in circles. I am? They're ridiculous conversations. First of all, I don't see where the money is. I don't see, hold on a second. I don't see where the money is to have all these hoaxes.
If you don't think a tax scam with the rovers in 1969, they faked 6 moon missions. How am I supposed to believe
those are not the same people?
How?
Even if that was true, those are not the same people. Richard Dishonest isn't alive.
So you just write them all off the way? Just off that. You gotta prove it to me. I don't need to believe it. But I don't need to believe it. How's it not? I don't believe it. But if it's true, I don't give a shit. Okay, it's true. Oh, that's true. Okay, but you gotta prove it to me. Otherwise,
the problem isn't that. The problem is there's no proving it.
They fake 6 moon.
But that doesn't matter because they're not the same people.
So because they're different people, they're not gonna. I don't understand that logic.
But the logic is just because someone faked something one point in time before you were alive, same
human beings have managed to download their brains into everybody that ever did that job for the rest of time, because they're not the same humans.
Which is maybe they faked it, because now you're over to the fact that maybe.
Well, no, maybe they did fake that, but you can't just lump. And I'm not even saying they did.
That's the greatest achievement of
man.
because the time
There's
it's
a
okay.
reason,
You know what?
but
We got
there's
new
a
people.
reason to
We got new people now. Come on, man. That's hilarious.
So you're saying all of them?
How can you see how I can't trust shit from NASA?
It's not that you
So I should trust them because maybe they all those bad people have died and they're old, and the new NASA, they're the good NASA.
They can't all be bad. Absolutely. I don't know enough about astrophysics, about space.
Yo, Ace, why are you getting rid of why did you get rid of Science Academy TM?
Travel, about the science that's, the work that's been done, about how to get the rocket to the moon and back. Definitely don't know enough. So some of the stuff that they passed off as being legitimate photographs of space travel was actually test runs where they blacked out the background and pretended that they were in space. And some of the stuff that they filmed, they made out to look like they were on the moon when they were not. But does that mean they didn't go to the moon? No, it doesn't.
As a society, we're so scientifically.
No, that's hilarious.
Illiterate, and and that causes so much room for speculation, and you're kind of prisoner of people who are masters of their craft. You're kind of prisoner to their quote unquote agenda. I don't want to put that term on, but you're kind of prisoner of that because we don't have any choice but to take their word for it or to pursue it yourself.
Right, to learn about what they're talking about yourself. You don't know if they're right or not. Well, that's absolutely.
All I'm saying is, when I look at all of it, when I look at the photographic evidence, or I look at the fact that we haven't been back since 1972, when I look at the fact that no humans except the Apollo astronauts have ever gone through the vast amount of radiation belt, the fact that no one's even done a flyby around the moon since then, it seems weird to me. When I look at the press conference and I see Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong and Michael Collins nervous and weird and obviously like being deceptive after they came back, what is that? I look at all that stuff. Now, when I look at that video, and some of the video that Siegel has of them faking the distance between the Earth and the Moon when they're shooting the Moon or the Earth rather through a circular window in a lunar module, and they have the windows blacked out, they're pretending that it's deep space. They're saying they're 130,000 miles out, and then you see them pull the window curtains down or the shade, whatever they have covering over the windows, and you see that they're actually in near Earth orbit. That makes me curious. When I look at the photographs and I see intersecting shadows, now I'm no photographic expert. I don't know anything about the moon really except stuff that I've read on the internet. I'm no scientist. But when I see intersecting shadows that seem to show some sort of a different light source or more than one light source, it looks odd to me. When I see that those cameras, those crosshairs aren't over on all the images, it looks cut and cropped to me. When I look at some of the photographs of the moon, I have this gigantic coffee table book, and it's all, a NASA book. It's beautiful pictures of the moon and all these different photographs of them. They look obviously fake. They look cut and cropped.
No human being ever, since the Apollo astronauts, has gone more than 400 miles up.
That's about right, yeah.
That's ridiculous. 260,000 miles there and back, and the best they can do since 1972 is 400 miles?
Yeah. What you're saying is ridiculous because you can't believe it. I think it's ridiculous because I can believe it very well.
But it's not like they're not spending money. And they keep talking about going back, but they talk about going back in 2020. Why go back in 2020 when you could just, that's the other problem. They've done all the telemetry data from the Apollo 11. Isn't that like the most important data? Isn't that like the most important thing? A huge technological achievement. They landed a man on the moon, brought him back, and they're missing the telemetry data? 14,000 something reels?
They're missing a lot of that stuff was not
on the moon. A lot of it had to do with a friend who had an uncle who worked at Rocket Time, and this guy was convinced that there was no way to do it. He was an engineer, so they were so far away from doing it that the fact that they did it 7 times. But since looking at it, the weight of all the evidence, I discern the possibility of something's bullshit based upon programming evidence.
Sounds like you're full of a big pile of shit. And one more time for good measure.
Deal with a friend issue. President SACI, publicly, you have
starts talking about UFOs. You can co-opt the person and say, hey, want to know UFOs? We'll show you the real deal. But not only can you never talk about it publicly, you have to be a debunker publicly. I'll tell the government right now, tell you right now, if you listen, NSACI, I'm available. Okay? If you show me all the real records, I swear to God, I will make fun of that crap to the end of time. I'll make up stories. I'll lie to my mother. I don't care. You show me a UFO, I'll lie to my mother. No. Listen, man. Here's my issue. My issue is how can I even...
And you just got ethered. I just destroyed you.
Hello, greetings. Welcome to...
I certainly didn't destroy you as bad as Dell from Beyond the Imaginary Curve destroyed you earlier, Joe Rogan. For fuck's sake. Dell pulled down his pants, inserted his Scottish wang inside of your ear, and then proceeded to skull fuck you, Joe Rogan. You got skull fucked by Dell. Oh, that was hilarious. Taking a bong rip. I'm taking a bong rip. Globeheads get angry that I smoke weed. They want me to smoke, they want me to take pills and do heroin and smoke cigarettes and watch TV and go to work at a job they don't love like they do. That's what they want from me. No, thank you. I'll do my own thing. I'll get my slack back one day at a time. How you guys doing out there? You guys enjoying this? Was this fun? At least for a little bit.
There's the new reason to get together.
It was fun, right?
All new flavor-filled pasta.
Did my best Dell impression. Not literally a Dell impression, but I like watching stuff and breaking it down, and that was cool. He inspired me earlier. So let's see here. Okay, see you later, Katie. Enjoy the gym, and I'll be watching you guys live when Math goes live later. Peace out. Oh, take a bong rip for you real quick, Katie, before you go. Smoke as much as you physically can. Censored Truth says I'm slamming Stellas and taking bong rips. Well, here, listen to this. This one's for you, Censored Truth. Good. Everything's going good for me and my family. The art of doing fuck all is properly underrated. Indeed it is. Little IV Flacca. You're a fucking idiot, Ace. Yo, Ace, check this shit out. I'm gonna give you Ace. I'm gonna give you the link to the Hangout over Discord. So wait, am I gonna fucking? We got a lot of stuff I want to watch. What the fuck is this? How you guys doing out there? Eclipse Unpopular Opinion, Black Mirror of YouTube. It's Sunny Peaches. Let's see here. Oop. Busy day with hair tomorrow. What are you doing with your hair? Let's see here. Sorry for... You're speaking my language, censored. Stella, baby. Good day, nearly sleeping. Good night, Rock. Peachy. Sassy undeniably says, put it on playback speed 1.5. You can get through them. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, one of my... on my main channel, Flat Earth SubGenius. Put it on playback speed. Yeah, I on what one of the videos I made about a year ago. Yeah, that was what I said. I said it was called Life Hack, and it was called yeah. Go to the settings and go watch videos at 1.25 speed, or if you get crazy enough, 1.5 speed, and then you can get through watching videos a lot faster. So do not deny. I would love actually. Sassy undeniably. Are we friends on Skype? Do you have Skype or Discord, Sassy? I would love to add you on, have you as a friend on Skype, so that I can hand you the Hangout link. That'd be cool to have you on. I would love to have you on, and I want to have I want to have a FlatCast with Karen B, so she can talk to me about go over her whole Flat Earth conference story and Flat Earth core and what she's doing and how she is, and I want to talk about everything with her. Flat Earth. I want to talk about fucking Bigfoot. I want to talk about everything with her. I would love to have Ace McCloud on and talk about psychedelics, and I'll have Arwin on with Dan W, double D's, and Arwin equals ADD if you anagram that. I'll have Peaches on again. Sassy undeniably would be great. I'd love to have Brother Sanchez and You've Been Exposed. Have Math on. Shit, I'll fucking invite Eric Dubay on here. I'll get Eric Dubay to come on. Talk one-on-one with Eric Dubay, and that would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people I really want to have on, and basically, it's the correct version. Oh, it's like a male version of Other Potatoes show. If you noticed in my Flat Earth asshole expose video, I said that all Flat Earth asshole does is just make live videos now. Just goes live and complains about other people. And I said that like a month ago. And lo and behold, this whole past month, what has he done? Exactly what I said. Going live to collect your paychecks from your gullible fans, as you call them. And going live. And you gotta make sure you talk to the... I want to talk to all the Flat Earth women that I met along the way and bring them on the show. Flat Earth asshole here. Ace McCloud says, saw you talking with Math legendary land Dan. Props, you're a legend by proxy. That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, Math KDO was on the subcast. Math Powerland was. I mean, technically, I haven't had him on before, but I talked to Katie, and she's always around Math, and basically, in my opinion, I'm probably a very, very good intel data source for Math, and I respect Math and what he's done, especially. It's different. It's different when you actually have comedy history, you know, the comedic arts. He's an artist, literally a painter. And Eric Dubé is an artist too. He's a rapper, also a martial artist. There's different types of artistries. Math, Powerland, and Eric Dubé were the first two that flat smacked me. I mean, besides a funny thing happened on the way to the moon, that was a beautiful documentary. Well done, very well done. And then my own research of comparing and contrasting the heliocentric model to the alternate models of the universe and different theologies and mythologies of other ancient cultures, comparing and contrasting. And when you actually write it down for yourself, when you actually write it down, how you think the universe is. I remember. I mean, I remember because I wrote it all down and I still have it. And I mean, I kept saying I didn't say what I thought. I was telling what I was told. I was told that I'm on the third rock from the sun, flying in an infinite vacuum of space, and the sun is a nuclear reactor. And it knows and somehow you know the life of that sun. Oh yeah, it's 5.5 billion years old, and it's gonna live for another 5.5 billion years old. How the fuck do you know that shit? Okay, cool. I'm gonna add you on Skype. And here, Sassy, join my Discord. I'll put the link out there right now for everyone to join my Discord group. I remember when I lost my mind. Da, da, da. There you go. There's the link to my Discord. Eric has an amazing sense of humor. So does Math. So please join in, Sassy. That'd be awesome to have you part of the League of Extraordinary Flat Earthers on Discord. Wind's picking up crazy here in San Diego, North County. Censored Truth, you're in San Diego? I'm in San Diego. How many people? We got over 20 people watching. That's awesome. Got a lot of cool people here. Let's see who joined. What's up, Larry? See if you join. No? No one? Oh, apparently no one joined. Sassy, please join my group. Okay. So let's see here. remember, let's see here.
Ever Ocean, because I guess people remember some of your comments and questions to me about a lot of the things in Hollywood. Like I always talk about Hollywood, but I never really talk about people's names and things because that was just never really in my nature to do so. But then I realized, oh, God wants me to put out the testimony and like all the evil ones, what I've witnessed and what I've experienced there. So, and for you guys too who are curious, who's been asking me all these questions, and I just kind of like vaguely respond. But yeah, so somebody asked me earlier about, what did Casey say about her family? Because a long time ago, I remember after she died, with all the news thing, like, she told me everything. And that's why they tried to take me down and all that, because they want their family secrets to be exposed. So, but back then I was really scared. I was just heavily attacked. So I kept my mouth shut for a long time. But I'm not scared anymore because, God is within me and God is with me and God is saying to go ahead and release these testimonies so that people know. So basically, let's start with the Hilton sisters, Nikki and Paris. They were very vile. I remember right after Casey died, Rich God took me out of state, as you all know. He brought me back to Houston, Texas, and then they sacrificed her over there while I was away. And all the demonic chicks like Courtney Samo, Jasmine Leonard, Hilton sisters, every single person, all the media that went against me because they were the ones who sacrificed her, and they knew that I knew all of her secrets because she told me. So they tried to sacrifice me. But anyway, the whole time I was with Casey, she used to tell me like how evil her dad was, and this is why I took her in.
Okay, I'll have to watch that when I'm really, really, really high.
Okay. What's happening? Merry Christmas, right?
That's right, Santa Claus.
It is Christmas Day. Poor old George Michael. He's one of my favorite singers. He died today. What a horrible day to die on Christmas, right? So, speed to you from this world of phenomena, George Michael, great singer. I never knew growing up that he was a British subject. I knew he had a British accent, but I guess I should have put two and two together. Anyway, so far as, and I found this, and it's
What's going on there, Larry? Larry says, Dan. I just shared LinkedIn. Oh, dude, thanks. Fucking appreciate it, Ace. I'm sick of that.
All Flat Earth is one big bioelectric magnetic dynamo. That's quite obviously. And you can see this company who is closing this half to, I would say it's only the half they will come out with. I will explain later on. But Nikolas Tesla, as you see in one of these posters, you can clearly see that it shows that he harvests energy from the moon and the sun. The rays going from the tower to both the sun and the moon. And there's a lot of evidence for he's probably was able to do that. But this new company is now doing it. And you can see it's like hidden knowledge again. Like we all know, they have hidden the truth about the flat Earth, but this is also
what is this shit? How you guys doing? damn it. Oh. I think I'm just happy. I think I'm just happy. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be 8 billion of you. Oh, there you are. I think I'm just happy. Added. Oh, I'll give you the link. Whose video is the magnetic one? What, Karen B, what video is the magnetic one? Which one do you mean? Was it Ken Wheeler? Or was it, oh, this one right here, I got you. Here, I'll hook you up. There you go. 20 people watching, almost 20 people liked. That makes algorithmic sense. Thank you. Very cool of you.
Hidden knowledge. You can clearly see it from the tower to both the sun and the moon. And there's a lot of evidence for he's probably was able to do it there. But this new company is now doing it. And you can see it's like hidden knowledge again. Like we all know, they have hidden the truth about the Flat Earth, but this is also hidden knowledge.
Even huge flagpoles can harvest the nature's dielectricity. All is hidden in plain sight. So not only are they using obelisks in churches and tall buildings, but they're using flagpoles as energy dielectricity harvesters. It's quite incredible.
You can clearly see they have been able to maybe even the whole society is prepared to the day they want to disclose this type of energy form and say, okay, now we're going to use this because it's convenient for them and a lot of other things. It's closely related to all this Wi-Fi system, but also that's another story, so we'll not get into this now. But the interesting thing about this bioelectric magnetic Earth I'm talking about, you can see there's a lot of magnetic Earth I'm talking about. You can see there's a lot of interesting phenomena we don't know about in the skies. Green and blue flashes from the sun, for instance, that's like if you see an electric car in one of these I cannot remember which word for it. The place where you go in and have a party and you're sitting in a little electric car, you drive around and all you see and you have these electric sparks.
Electric power is everywhere, present in unlimited quantities, and can drive the world's machinery without the need of coal, oil, gas, or any other of the common fuels. The old Warden Cliff there, aka the Tesla coil.
So the same thing apparently doing with these flashes, and then you have this interesting phenomenon called M spine also, where you have these electrical flashes from Mars and so on. And I'm pretty sure it's because we're living in this dynamic, we are told about
about. So you can see all the things around in these pictures they are out. Also, there's more, as you see the waters, where you can see it's also very clearly some kind of magnetic behavior. I would say the lights are the same always, and so I would guess that's what's happening now. And also, it's interesting that water also would have magnetic properties, as you can also see. And I would recommend everybody to go and see Mr. Ken Wheeler. He's not Flat Earth any.
Oh, that's cool. So he's fucking giving a shout out to Ken Wheeler there. That's pretty nice of him. All right, well, how about this? Shit. Oh, okay, now we can find it. You guys are gonna want to stick around for this one. This is gonna be a little juicy secret tidbit for you loyal 20 viewers out there who get to see this beautiful thing that I'm about to show you. So congratulations for sticking around this long. You're about to get a little present. Here comes a present from the Flat Earth SubGenius, otherwise known as Dan Falkenbach. Now, we got here the International Flat Earth Research Society, which I am obviously a member of. This isn't the Flat Earth Society, which, shit, I might even have to become a member of them so I can infiltrate them. But what do we got here? Eric Dubé says a couple days ago, he's talking about me. Eric Dubé says, Flat Earth SubGenius, a member here, hopefully can ship in and testify, as I remember him saying that he paid $275 to help Jake get his car back after being impounded during his trip around America, which Jake promised to pay back, but has never paid him back a cent. We can see here Jake saying he'd like to get drunk and run this man over in his car. Not a good look. Also, make sure you listen. What do they say? What does Jake say here at 1:10? Katie,
and it's like
Katie, you might want to pay attention to this part here, Katie.
you can tell he likes to get buzzed, and he likes to just rant and ramble about the flat Earth and his life and his theories. And I'll be honest, if you're looking for flat Earth proofs and flat Earth science, he's not the guy to go to. Neither am I, really. But if you're looking like late at night to laugh, guy to go to. Neither am I, really. Guy to go to. Neither am I, really. But if you're looking for proofs and flat Earth science, he's not the guy to go to. Neither am I, really.
Yeah, I know. I know you're not good at proving things, Jake. I mean, you just admitted that you're not the guy to go through.
Okay, folks and friends, this just got a little bit crazier, all right? So, I get made fun of a lot for having no teeth. I just had another one removed because it had a bad infection in it and it was making me really sick. The thing is I can get new teeth, right? Which I'm in the process of, actually. I have to wait for the teeth to heal first, you dummy, before I can get new teeth, right? That's the way it works. And so, as a response to my video, Flat Earth Network, something, something, Flat Earth Asshole comes on, and he says, keep sniffing your own pee farts, you fat, toothless, ugly loser. Well, the thing is, see, I can get new teeth, right? Because you'll always be a bad singer, buddy boy. Okay, and you'll always be ugly, too. You can't fix that, bud. But then down here, it gets really interesting, and I don't know if I should take it serious or not. Nobody else seems to be taking anything very serious here on YouTube with the threats. The Flat Earth asshole says, you are the biggest P ever. You are a shill. I'm a shill. I'm the shill, okay? And a fake flat earther. I would like to get drunk and run you over one of these nights. Nobody would miss you. Well, I'm sorry. I had 5 kids and one on the way, and a wife, and mother, and lots of, well, 3 best friends, you know. Can't, you know, I can count my best friends on one hand. So, because I've learned in life that, you know, not everybody's your friend. So, what is this? Is this a death threat? Should I title this video, Flat Earth Reset Utters Death Threats to a Flat Earth, or to a Truth Shall Set You Free? Or should I label it, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of funny how I was pointing out that Flat Earth Network was commenting, I don't know what this is, but yeah, that's what I was making the video on. So anyways, there you got it again. Flat Earth asshole, Jake Gibson. I mean, making it quite clear. Quite clear. Quite clear. All right. Make sure there's nothing over here. Nothing. And nothing. All right. Good night, folks. Hopefully this will be my last video tonight. But if they keep running their mouth, I'm going to make more videos because I got to document this stuff, right? Because like Exposing Flat Earth Shill says,
and he likes to just rant and ramble about the flat Earth and his life and his theories. And I'll be honest, if you're looking for flat Earth proofs and flat Earth science, he's not the guy to go to. Neither am I, really. But if
neither am I. I'm playing the video, Ace. It's taking forever, Ace. Jesus Christ, Ace, you're fucking slowing my whole shit up now. Throw my whole shit off, Ace.